I'm sorry about
Okay, it's 6:30. I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. Have we done the tech check and all that you guys have?
that. Yep, I think we're in good shape. We were talking earlier.
Yeah, you could have gone down. Okay, are there any additions, deletions, corrections to the agenda? We have one. We're gonna delete number 3 and include meeting minutes from 7/9/2024 next meeting.
They've already been approved of.
Yep. Oh, I can't. Okay. So I'd like to welcome public input at this time. Bo?
I don't believe we have any public comment, but Bo, did you receive any public comment via email?
I have not received any public comment. Sorry, I didn't realize you were waiting on me.
Okay. All right. So number 5, reports. Commissioner Esch, do you have any reports?
No.
Commissioner Fry?
Nope.
I do not have any reports. Is Commissioner Blasey with us? No? Is he on or no? No, okay, fine. I don't have a full screen. Okay, staff reports.
This is Becky. I just have 2 quick updates on the Board of Trustees action from their last meeting with your request to have them consider the comp plan and the staging policy. The staging policy was approved without any changes. So that has been, that'll be implemented here shortly. The comp plan, they did have 2 requests before it was approved, and that was to include an additional public comment, or not, pardon me, an additional stakeholder engagement session as part of that comp plan update, as well as to ensure that there were at least 2 different ways in which stakeholder engagement occurred.
Okay. Any other staff updates? Are we done? Bo?
Done.
I don't have any.
Okay. All right. So we're now going to have a public hearing consideration of a minor subdivision to adjust the lot line between 6810 Park Avenue and 6795 Colorado Street. And I will now open the public hearing at 6:34 p.m. And Julia?
Thank you. Yep, thank you. Good evening. I'll go ahead and share my screen. I have a presentation. Make sure which screen I want to share. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So as you mentioned, this is the minor subdivision for properties at 6810 Park Avenue and 6795 Colorado Street. The request is for the approval of a 2-lot subdivision to adjust the lot line between 6810 Park Avenue and 6795 Colorado Street for the purpose of increasing the size of the lot at 6795 Colorado Avenue. Sorry about the typo there. And providing 2 use easements. The applicants are Sean and Robin Myers. They're also the property owners. Both lots are zoned R1, and the this should actually say existing land use. There's no proposal for a change in land use, but they're both single-family dwellings. The residence at 6810 Park Avenue was built in 1938, and the residence at 6795 was built in 1932. Here is a couple of maps, one showing the parcel lines and one showing the aerial topography for the properties that are highlighted in red here, kind of at the corner of Colorado Park and Boulder Streets. This is the existing condition of the plat. They are listed as parcel A, which is the 6810 Park Avenue parcel, and parcel B, which is the 6795 Colorado Street parcel. The image on the right kind of represents this gray area, shows the right-of-way line, or the right-of-way property, the area of right-of-way, public right-of-way. The blue line is the property line, and these red and pink shapes are the existing structures that encroach into the right-of-way, and that is the reason for the requested use easements. One other thing I'll note on here is you'll note that parcel B is much smaller than parcel A. It's currently under 5,000 square feet, which is the minimum lot size in a R1 district. And so that's the other reason to kind of give some of the land from parcel A to parcel B in order to bring it up to that 5,000 square foot threshold. So here is the proposed lot division and 2 easements. So easement 1 will go along with title for lot 1, and easement 2 will go along with the title for lot 2. The minor subdivision review, these are things that are in the code to consider when we are reviewing a subdivision. Minor and major subdivisions aren't really separated as far as these review criteria. So a lot of these things don't apply. Public facilities are not required. There are no public improvements required. Any easements on the property are the responsibility of the professional land surveyor and property owner. None were shown on the property, and so perhaps none exist, but the property owner is always able to contact the local utility companies to see if they have or need any easements. Utility, street design, and connectivity are already established. And then we have these 2 encroachments, the right-of-way encroachment for the existing homes and improvements that are part of the legal non-conforming structures in Colorado Street right-of-way. They can continue to remain since they are legal non-conforming. And there's also a private property encroachment that exists on parcels A and B. And that, as noted in the staff report, is a private matter between the property owners. So we are just noting it here. And we also requested a note be added to the plat just to make any future buyers aware of that encroachment. Here is a image showing the land transfer. This light blue area, it currently belongs to what was, lot 2. I think this was, I get these mixed up. This was parcel A. And so this portion will now belong to parcel B, which is now lot 1. And this red and pink square is a structure that is owned by property owner to the east. And you can see, so the original property line for lot 2, which is 6810 Park Avenue, does include this light gray area. So right now, the majority of the encroachment is on lot 2 or 6810 Park Avenue. After the subdivision, the entire encroachment will be on lot 1 or 6795 Colorado Street. So we went through a couple of versions, revisions to the plat. I received this this morning, and I did a quick review. There's still 3 little changes that need to be made. Those are outlined here. There's some missing language about the encroaching structure. Colorado Avenue should be changed to Colorado Street. And there's a duplicate bearing and distance direction in this legal description that needs to be removed. I'd like to also note that the subdivision name has changed. We did a research. There's already a Myers subdivision plat that exists in El Paso County. And so they changed the name to SNR Myers subdivision, which is fine. And so, but that's just a name change to be aware of. All of these findings, there's a general approval criteria and then minor subdivision criteria findings. I don't know if you want me to read through all of these. These were in your staff report. Is there an opinion on that? You want me to go through them quickly?
Need to.
Oh,
Yes? Okay.
No,
So,
No.
no, oh, I don't need to. Okay, I only heard need to. Okay. All right, so it meets the criteria of the general approval criteria. It also meets the minor subdivision criteria. One item is not applicable, which is fees in lieu for impact fees, which are not applicable for this subdivision. So that brings us to our recommendation. And staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve with conditions the 2-lot SNR Myers subdivision, which adjusts the lot line between 6810 Park Avenue and 6795 Colorado Street. Condition is that the applicant shall modify the plat based on the comments from planning, and survey review is forwarded to the applicant on July 23rd. Those were those 3 items that I outlined previously. That's all I have. Any questions?
Could I ask a question?
Of course.
What were the 3 conditions and are they completed? Did you say? I couldn't quite understand.
Sure. So the 3
remember-
items. So
Yeah,
yeah, and I have so right here in this language, there's a note that says that a non-conforming structure encroaches on lot 1. The second line is missing. And so that just needs to be typed in there.
so these are just minor little things that don't matter. at this
These are
point.
text modifications to the plat
Mhm.
itself.
Okay.
They're corrections before the plat gets recorded, just to make it
Mhm.
more accurate.
Another question is the encroachment on another property. It was their own property, right?
I don't believe so. This cabin belongs to this owner here, which I do not believe is owned by the Myers.
How do they work? That's where you talked about private parties making
Right.
that decision.
Correct.
So you don't have to worry about that tonight.
It's not a town matter.
It's like the other one we dealt with. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
private.
correct. Yep.
Okay. One more question.
Mhm.
You say that, well, I'm just paraphrasing, that all the conditions are substantially met. Something to that effect. It's not perfect, but it's good enough.
Yeah, that's just kind of a term that planners use. It's been met. Yeah. We have found no inadequacies in their
Mhm.
application or their
Right.
material submitted.
Or worries about safety or, all those other things, public
Right.
health.
Those were the findings. Yeah. And those are
Mhm.
all met.
Okay. Well,
Okay, any other questions? I don't have any. Do you, Commissioner Fry?
Nope.
Okay. Any other town staff comments?
The only other comment I'd like to offer is thanks to Julie for her hard work on this.
Okay,
You're welcome.
that's a lot of work.
and now would the applicant like to present any comments?
No, I don't really have any comments. Just other than to thank you all for the time and patience and work that went into this.
Of course.
Okay. All right, any other
I guess
document?
Commissioner Bonwell, I do have a question. Can I suggest a motion, or is that according to Robert's rules?
No, no,
Okay.
just that we're in the public hearing portion, just presenting evidence.
Okay.
And we'll close the public hearing and have a discussion, and a motion will be made at that time,
Okay.
if that's, yeah. And right, and that will be with the commissioners will be making motions.
Okay.
Okay. And Mr. Myers, do you have any comments at all?
No, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Okay, great. I'm just listening in and I don't have any questions.
okay, perfect. All right. If there's no further comments, or anything else we need to do with the documents presented, I will close the public hearing now at 6:47. And we will move to the business section of the meeting, and we'll have any discussion with commissioners present regarding consideration of the approval for this minor subdivision adjustment. So Commissioner Fry, do you have any comments or questions?
No, I don't.
All right, Commissioner Esch.
I think I did it at the wrong time, so I
Oh, no,
don't
it's
have
okay.
anything more.
It's okay. Did anything else come to mind?
No?
Okay, it looks pretty straightforward to me as well. So I would entertain a motion.
I'll move approval.
Commissioner Fry just made a motion, if you guys didn't hear, to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, Anish, all right, and we do have a quorum, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And your aye also? And?
Oh, yes, yes.
Commissioner Esch? Okay, great, couldn't hear you, all right. So,
And Commissioner Bonwell, this is Mayor Dixon.
Yes.
I think you probably want that probably to read approve as presented.
okay. All right, if you would correct that.
Right, I think signing this part.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move to correspondence. Any correspondence?
Bo was out for a little bit, did not receive any correspondence from my office.
Okay. All right. And are there any other discussion items for this evening? Any of the commissioners have, or any of our town staff? I
No,
don't, the only thing is just to confirm when our next meeting is, I guess.
I believe your next meeting will be August the 13th. Bo, can you confirm?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
It's 13th.
Okay. So did you confirm that, Bo?
Yes.
Okay,
On the
Alrighty.
13th.
so it'll be August 13th, 2024 at 6:30. All right, I will now adjourn the meeting. Thanks, everyone, for attending.
Good night, all.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks. Good night.
Thank you. See if I can
Oh.
push the button.
Yay.
We went with that.